Yo, what's going on? Listen, man, I just came back from the park. I'm making a point here. I just came back from the park. So my neighborhood, my community, we have a park. You know, it's a walk-in park. And it has 4 basketball courts, 3 soccer fields, an area where the kids can play. They have an elementary school there. And then they have a trail that you could, well, not so much of a trail, but, you know, basically you could run around. It's cement, it's paved. Then you could run around and it's like a half a mile long. It's like a circle. And then they have the Frisbee thing. I don't know if y'all, I don't know his name, but they made a sport out of throwing Frisbees in a goal, you know? So, I mean, the park is pretty nice. Like I said, I'm making a point here. So, you know, I took the children out, the whole family out, and, you know, we doing races and everything. And, man, it was just a beautiful, beautiful day. You know, it's 70 degrees outside. It's sunny. I got the windows down. I mean, it's just a beautiful day, man. And this is an average day, you know, in Charlotte when it's hot like this. You can't beat it. You know, so when people talk about the city and say that, you know, it's crime infested, and there's no money, you know, they don't pay job-wise, they don't pay as much as they pay in New York. That's their reality. And that's something that you have to realize. That's their perspective. That's their reality. In my world, in my reality, there's no crime. And you can make an abundance of money. This is my reality. This is what I wake up to every day. I'm wearing flip-flops. You understand? I stay in a neighborhood where my next door neighbor just got a brand new BMW. Now, I'm not a materialistic guy, you know, and I'm not braggadocious. That's not mine. So it's not no way possible I could brag about someone else's car. I'm just telling you that there are people in Charlotte that are living a prosperous life. And it's just that plain and simple. While others are basically living in the hood and working a regular 9 to 5 and it's not making that much. So in the hood, there's gonna be crime. In the hood, when you're not making that much money, you're gonna say there's nothing to do in Charlotte. Because guess what? When you're broke, your options are limited. And that's what people have to truly understand. When you don't have money, no matter where you're at, around the globe, life is gonna be miserable for you. So when I look at the comment sections of my videos about Charlotte, and I see people bitching and complaining about there's nothing to do with Charlotte and they don't pay nothing and blah, 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 that's your reality. Leave your reality in your brain, because that's your reality. There are a lot of people out here that are successful. I know a lot of them. I take that back. I know a few. One of them being Pretty Ricky. The other one being Joe Sick. He's an electrician. He's a rapper. He can do music videos for you. He's a photographer. The people that I know that live in Charlotte are not doing bad for themselves. In actuality, they're doing good. They stay on the good side of town. So therefore, their perspective and reality is different. I'm just being real with you. Crime does not exist in my world. I may see it on the news. That's how closely related I am to crime. I may see it on the news here in West Charlotte, such and such happened. East Charlotte, such and such happened. But I don't ever hear anything happening in Still Creek, or Ballantyne, or Huntersville, or Waverly, or Pineville, or Matthews, South Park, you name it. And if it does, it's very rare. But I do hear a lot of crime happening in Bettysford, Hidden Valley, West Boulevard, and the list goes on. Let me tell you something. When people say that the city is crime infested and that, you know, it's just Charlotte is bad, let me tell you something. The vast majority of neighborhoods are safe to live in. The ones that's crime infested are a minority in Charlotte. And let's just be real. Stop lying to people and just tell people that that's your perspective and that's your reality. That's how you live. I'm not living like that. As you can see, I'm on my way to Lake Wylie. I just want to show you all this for like the third time, only because it's a beautiful day. Look, they building new apartments on the left-hand side called Tryon Farms. These apartments are going to be luxury apartments on the left. I don't know if you can see them. These people that's going to be moving over here, they're not going to be saying, you know, there's no money in Charlotte. In order to live in these apartments, you're going to have money. In order to live in this area, you're going to have money. They're not going to be bitching and complaining, talking about there's crime. You know what kind of crime that happens out here? Straight up, I'm going to tell you what kind of crime that happens out here. Deers eat your grass. Rabbits hop all over your grass and your front lawn. You got lizards when it's hot. I love those type of crime, that type of crime. Instead of seeing somebody else blow someone's head off on the other side of town. So stop it with that. Let me tell you something. If Charlotte does not pay, let me say this first. First of all, it is not up to Charlotte to pay you anything. Don't you understand that? See, the reason why it doesn't work out for people that work in Charlotte, like really regular worker bees with no trade, like they're not electricians, plumbing, they're not into banking. You know, we have two of the major banks here. The headquarters are here, called Wells Fargo, just as well as the Bank of America. The reason why it doesn't work out for you all is because you want someone to pay you. This is 2021. You got to get paid. You have to be a hustler. You have to be an entrepreneur. You have to put destiny and fate in your own hands. Stop complaining and do something about your life. And maybe then your perspective will change about Charlotte. Other than that, I'm tired of hearing you bitch and complain in the comment section. How this ain't New York. It's not New York. If you want Chinatown, the Statue of Liberty, Jamaica Avenue, 125th, and the likes, you go to New York for that. We don't have that in Charlotte. It's just that plain and simple. But I tell you what we do have. We got Whitewater Park, Lake Wylie, Lake Norman, Carowinds, South End, Camp North End, Noda District, NASCAR, Carolina Panthers, Charlotte Bobcats, Charlotte Knights, the minor baseball team. We have a lot of things to do here. 3 hours away from here, you got Myrtle Beach. 4 hours away from here, you have Atlanta. And if need be, you get tired and you want to go back home to New York, we're 10 hours away. Other than that, stop complaining. Stop it. It's just that plain and simple. There are a lot of things to do in Charlotte, man. I can't wait until everything opens up. I can't wait for this spring and summer. You want to know why? Because I have the money to do the things that I want to do, that I want and like to do. I want to rent out a boat and go to Lake Norman. I want to go to the boat parties because they be having boat parties in Lake Norman. Lake Wylie is cool, but Lake Norman is really lit. They got like a man-made beach over there. Come on, man. Why are you hating on the city like that? Straight up. And I know what you're going to say. Technically, yeah, we are in South Carolina, but I'm minutes away. I'm minutes away from this. How could you not like this? I don't understand that. I don't understand how you're hating on the city. What has the city done for you? And what have you done for the city? I know what the city has done for me. It's made me a better man. I've matured. And let me tell you something, in 2021, if you're relying on one job to get you money, that's your problem. I have several streams of income. Several. And yeah, true indeed, some of those streams of income may pay more or less to me, but guess what? I am in control of my own destiny and fate. Straight up. If need be, if I gotta go to do Postmates, those gig apps, you know what I'm saying, such as Postmates, DoorDash, Grubhub, I'll do it. But for now, I ain't got no job. It's 3 o'clock. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about punching in. I'm not. But you are. And that's your problem. That's your problem. There are a lot of things to do with Charlotte. Charlotte's a beautiful city. You understand? And even though I won't be here all my life, I'm going to embrace it and enjoy it for what it's worth. There are beautiful people here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad that the Charlotteans welcome me here. and that they appreciate me just as well as I appreciate them. So you got too much hate in your blood. Too much hate in your blood, and not enough love. I got some sage for you. Don't worry about it. I got some sage for you. You know, DM me. Give me your address. I'll give you the sage, and I'll hook you up. You need to get that sage, put it all over your body, in your house, and maybe that negative energy will change into positive. Period. You're thinking you're thinking negative thoughts, and this is the reason why your life is the way it is. Because what you put out to the universe, so shall you receive. So shall you receive. I'm trying to talk game to you. I'm trying to put you on the game. I'm a pimp, but not a pimp for us pimping females. I'm talking about the way I talk. I'm preaching here. You need to change your way of thinking, and maybe then your life will change. You see, I used to be like you, seriously. You understand? I've been broke quite a few times in my life, and I hated it. Let me tell you something. You see the sun out here? The sun shines different when you have money. I'm telling you. I'm going to say it again. And Pretty Ricky can attest to that. The sun shines different when you have money. The air is different when you have money. People will talk to you when you have money. You want to know why? Because you're happy. You're happy that your bills are paid. You're happy that you're able to do the things that you want to do for you as well as your family. And your energy changes. I'm telling you, this is my word. If I was broke right now in this 70-degree weather, that's my word, I'll be agitated. I'll be frowning. I'll be upset. I'll be on this video yelling and screaming for nothing. For nothing. I'll be yelling and screaming to you all and taking my frustration out on you all, and then it's not your fault. Straight up, I'm just being real. It is not my fault that you are broke. It's not my fault that you don't have nothing to do in Charlotte. I'm telling you, I have several different options. You want to know why? Because I have money in my pocket. So I can say to myself, you know what? I'm gonna go to this upscale YMCA that I'm a member of today. I don't know. Maybe I don't want to do that. Maybe I want to drive out to Lake Wiley. I don't know. Maybe I want to drive out to Lake Norman. I might want to go see Pretty Ricky. That's what I may do. You know what I'm saying? Because all we gonna do is shoot the shit. Both of us got money in our pocket. Both of us are successful to a certain degree. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, I might go see him in his brand new apartment that nobody has ever lived in his brand new community that never existed a year ago. Or maybe I just may go for a walk in my neighborhood, because I don't have to worry about getting shot in my neighborhood. I don't have to worry about anybody breaking into my neighbor, my house. You want to know why? Because let's say, for example, I got a 43-inch in the living room, right? Not that big. My next door neighbor got a 60-inch in her living room. So why is she gonna break into my neighborhood? What neighborhoods? I'm sorry, my house. Why? She would be playing herself. She definitely would. She'd be playing herself. She's gonna break into my house and steal my 43-inch, and she got a 60-inch. That does not make sense. It just doesn't. So what you're gonna have to do, and I'm giving you all advice, the ones that's hating on Charlotte, the ones that got a messed up life, what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to change the people that you associate yourself with. Change where you live at. If you live in places like Betty's Ford, and there's no disrespect towards Betty's Ford at all, because some people don't have a choice. But I truly believe that people that are living in the hood, truly, if they had a choice, they would choose to live in better neighborhoods and better areas, such as your Still Creek, Ballantyne. They would choose that. So what you're gonna have to do is you're gonna have to change where you live at, change the people that you associate yourself with, and then guess what? And change the way you make money, and guess what? Your life will change. Your perspective or outlook on Charlotte will change. Other than that, if you still continue to work the same job, live in the same area, do the same shit, you gonna be a constant bitching and complaining person. It's just that plain and simple. Your life is gonna be miserable. Let me tell you something. My life is good. My life is good. I know things could possibly take a turn for the worse. I know that because it's happened in my life. But for now, my life is good. Let me say it again. Let me reiterate this. It's 70 degrees outside. I got the windows down. I'm driving around and I'm talking to you all about Charlotte. I don't have to clock in at no job. I don't have to worry about no boss screaming at me, telling me what I need to do and what I don't need to do. I'm asking him, can I take my break? Can I take my break? Can I take my 15-minute break? Can I take my 10-minute break? Can I go for lunch, sir? That must be miserable. I remember when I used to work at jobs like that, like regular laborer jobs. Those are the ones that's bitching and complaining, seriously. The people I'm telling you, this is my word, the ones that's bitching and complaining in the comment section about Charlotte, now Charlotte is boring, and they don't pay much, and this and that and so forth, those are your general laborers. Straight up. But if you have a trade, just like Pretty Ricky said, hey, put it to you like this. Take 2 years out of your life, go to school, right? Learn how to be a plumber, electrician. Pick up a trade. And you could make $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 a year. Guess what? When you start making that type of money, your perspective changes. Your reality changes. People that's making $70,000, $80,000 a year, they're not bitching and complaining about Charlotte. They're not. I'm telling you. I listen, people DM me, and I'm somewhat, friends with individuals that I've done tours with. And they text me. And they're like, yo, man, I'm ready to, there are a lot of people that are just so hyped to move here. They're ready to move here because they came here and they seen Charlotte for what it's worth. And if you're making a substantial amount of money, but that's anywhere though. That's not just Charlotte. If you're making a substantial amount of money, your perspective changes. I'm telling you. That's my word. I remember when I first moved to Charlotte, right? I didn't have much. I didn't have much at all. My license was revoked. I had a lot of things stacked against me. I didn't have a lot of problems, but the problems that I did have were crucial towards my growth, right? And I'm not lying, this is my word. In a matter of, so it took me some time to get my license back because, they have this probationary gray area where you have to wait about 2 years to get your license. But as I was waiting 2 years to get my license back, I was improving my life. And after that 2 years, life changed, man, for me. And ever since then, it stopped somewhat in Atlanta because let me tell you something about Atlanta. True indeed, you can have money, right? True indeed, there's homeless people everywhere. So let me make that point, right? It's just the thing of being in Atlanta and having money. No matter how much money you have, your life is still, if you are a humanitarian like me, such as myself, it doesn't make a difference how much money you make because there's homelessness everywhere in the city. And I just couldn't take it, man. It's homelessness and racism, man. People are racist. And that's something that I just couldn't tolerate. There's a minimum amount of racism in Charlotte. There's racism here, but there's a minimum amount of racism compared to the racism in Atlanta that I experienced. The homelessness in Atlanta that I experienced, that I saw with my own eyes, and I just couldn't believe it. Let me tell you something about Charlotte. They tore down Tent City, right? For those that know what Tent City is, right? It's a place, an area in Uptown where the homeless people set up tents and they slept there. That was their home. So they had them removed. But you know what the city of Charlotte did? They offered them the option of actually living in a hotel for 90 days for free. They have programs in Charlotte for the homeless. The Charlotteans will help. They have came to the rescue of helping the homeless. I'm just trying to understand what kind of programs and things that they have for people that are homeless in Atlanta. And I'll wait. Do I have to put out the Jeopardy music? The doom, 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 doom. So Charlotte is not perfect. It's not. But at the end of the day, man, at the end of the day, the way that you all are talking about, like y'all talking reckless, y'all violating the city. Straight up. And the crazy thing about it, this is what's so crazy, y'all. The people that's talking about Charlotte and how it's nothing to do and it's boring and this and that and it's not New York and da. Guess what? This is funny. They live here. So I'm trying to understand. It's boring. It's not New York. It's not this, it's not that. Oh, well, let me explain something to you. I think some of y'all are like cuckoo. It's called Charlotte, not New York. I could see if it was called New York, but it's not. It's called Charlotte. So it's not Charlotte. Literally, it's not. So stop it with it. Stop it with that BS, right? I'm just trying to understand. And Southern has been saying this for I don't know how long. Ever since I've been alive. If you don't like the South, leave. Leave. Hey, listen. Come on. Yo, listen. Seriously. For all my subscribers and for all those that are listening that's new to the channel, can we just open up a GoFundMe page for these guys? Straight up. A GoFundMe page for these guys, and we can give them money so they can get the hell out of Charlotte. Period. I'm telling you, I'm dead ass serious. I'm not even lying. Let's get up a GoFundMe page for them so we can build up the money to get them out of the city. Other than that, summer's gonna be lit for me. The summer's gonna be lit for me. Yo, listen, I wish that I could show you all. I'm gonna drive through this area in the springtime. It's beautiful out here in Steel Creek. The trees, I mean, you know, of course, there's no leaves on the trees, but you know, in the spring and the summer, it's flowers, it's trees and leaves. It's beautiful. The South is beautiful, man. And I appreciate the South. I remember when I was younger, right? I was dying to get the hell out of North Carolina, for real. And I did. I moved to New York 3 times. Straight up. And you want to know why I always came back to North Carolina? Straight up. This is a straight up and down truth. Because when I was in New York, I was living with my father. I couldn't even afford to live by myself. And if I could, I had to work 3, 4, 5 jobs. But in the South, yo, seriously, even if you got you a temporary job, right? At least when I was working, and this has been some years back, you understand? But at least when I was working, I only had to work 1 job in the South to pay my bills. Just 1. And if I had a roommate, oh man, it was lit. I was able to save a couple of dollars. But that's the reason why I moved back to North Carolina, because it's an easier life to live. It really is. Look at this. Carowinds. I can't wait until this park opens up. Now, for those that don't know what Carowinds is, it's just like but smaller. It's just like Great Adventures, King's Dominion, and Busch Gardens. But this is in my backyard. Lake Wylie in my backyard. Carowinds right there. This is just Steel Creek though. This is just Steel Creek. There's so much stuff to do. I don't understand what people are talking about. This is my word. I can't wait until Carowinds open up, and they got the water park now. But right down the street, Wet n Wild, they got Wet n Wild in Greensboro. But why would I go to that? And I got this right here. I'm like from Carowinds right here. I'm like probably about 10 minutes away. And people are telling me that it ain't nothing to do in Charlotte. No, you just can't afford Carowinds tickets. That's it. Let's just be real. Straight up, just be real with people, man. When you're real, guess what? People be real with you. And like I said before, and I say it again, I was broke when I first came here, but guess what? I managed to pick myself up and dust my pants off and say to myself, hey man, yo, listen, I'm gonna tell you when you a real man. When you become a real man, when you say this, when you look in the mirror and be like, I ain't shit. Now that I know that I ain't shit and that I gotta change my life, and that it's not about Charlotte. It's not Charlotte's fault. It's not Pretty Ricky's fault. It's not my baby mama's fault, as people may say in the hood. It's not no one's fault but I, the man in the mirror. Once you come to that conclusion, your life changes. I'm telling you. When I looked in the mirror And I said, Langston, you ain't shit. And I knew at that very moment I wasn't. I said to myself, you know what? I'm gonna make some changes in my life. And I did. If you are working one job, I'm gonna say this again. If you're working one job and you talk about there ain't no money in Charlotte, you a bum, yo. I'm just gonna call it like that. I normally don't say stuff like that, but I'm just being real with you. You a bum. You're not a hustler. You're not an entrepreneur. You're not taking destiny or in fate in your life in your own hands. You're putting that responsibility in someone else's. And guess what? Preach. I am. Guess what? When you do that, you expect for someone else to pay you big bucks? They're not gonna do that. If you work for me, I'm not gonna pay you as much as I pay myself. I'm trying to tell y'all something. But when you work for yourself, right? You could keep your job, but have a side hustle. When you work for yourself, guess what? I'm telling you, and you making money for yourself, and you have extra income, I'm telling you, this is my word. Your reality will change, and your perspective, or rather outlook on Charlotte will change. That plain and simple. Just think about this. I'm driving around Charlotte. I have absolutely nothing to do. I could do something. I could go different places in Charlotte, but I have absolutely nothing to do. I don't have a job. I work for myself. I do what I want to do when I want to do it. And the thing of it is you're just mad because you can't do that. But you can. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Stop bitching and complaining, and make it so that you can be just like me, if not better. Straight up. Just think about that. I have the time. I could take out the time today to drive around and talk to you all, and the gas money, because I'm burning gas. And some of you all every now and then still, send me gas money, and I thank you for that. But for the most part, I filled this take up. No one else did. You see what I'm saying? But yeah, man, you could do that. You could do that. Stop complaining and acting like you can't do it. This is crazy. I took the wrong way. Now I got to get back on 77 going back up. I want to take y'all to Top Golf, which is like right in my backyard. But think about this. I messed up. I got off with the wrong exit, right? But I have the time to do it. Do you? And are you mad because you don't have that time to do it? Straight up. This is crazy to me, man. Charlotte, right now for me, in my life, I love it. I love it. Even though I'm not going to stay here for the rest of my life, I love it. And if and when I do move, guess what? I'm always going to represent this city. Always. If somebody say, yo, where you from, Charlotte? Yeah, but you live in Jamaica. Yeah, I know, but I'm from Charlotte. Doesn't make a difference where I'm at on the globe. I'm always going to represent this city because this city turned me into the person that I am now. Straight up. Yo, when I got here, I found out I knew about Dr. Sebi, right? But when I was in Raleigh, they didn't have a healthy home market. They had a Whole's Food, but there's a difference between healthy home market, and I cry till this day because they closed them down. But healthy home market had the alkaline water. I found out about that, and they had all of the different herbs and stuff that I needed. And it hurts me, you know what I'm saying, that they closed down. But I found out about that when I moved to Charlotte, about alkaline water. I changed my diet, you know what I'm saying, like 100%, like 180. And I'm just saying, I'm gonna give Charlotte that. Had it not been for the city of Charlotte, I wouldn't really been known about no alkaline water and all the rest of that stuff, because I'm telling you, when I was in Raleigh, maybe it's changed, but when I was in Raleigh, I didn't have access to that. I didn't have access to the herbs and, you know, quinoa and all of that stuff, with the exception of Whole's Food. And Whole's Food, believe it or not, is very limited when it comes to alkaline food and, you know, the different herbs and you know, lentils and you know, different grains. They're very, very much limited. You know what I'm saying? But this is my side of town. I wouldn't recommend you to live on Arrowwood. You know, going back the opposite of where we're going, Arrowwood gets really, really, you know, gets a little hood. But see, that's the point that I'm making. Like, most of Charlotte is not hood, but there are areas that are. And what you do is you stay out of those areas. So people that are talking about, oh, it's crime infested and it's this and that, I'm telling you, I live here. And I live in an area where crime does not exist. I live in an area where people make money. A lot of it. And that is my reality. So this is the reason why I named the video, There's No Crime in Charlotte, and you can make a lot of money, because that's my reality. That's my reality. It may not be for the 2.9 million people that's in the metro area. And I get it. But I'm not gonna sit here and let people bring down the city that has great potential. I'm not gonna let you do that. I'm just not. This is my side. Like, yo, seriously, I'm driving. Excuse me, no COVID. I'm driving, and we haven't even gone to another side of town. This is right here. This is my area. And for those that's like, well, you know, you have to have a car in Charlotte because everything's 30 minutes apart. Yes, it's widespread. I'm trying to understand what you're really saying. So okay, let me get this right. So I don't want people that's negative to throw other people off. You have to drive 30 minutes to get to the other side of town. Correct? If you're trying to go to the grocery store, if you're trying to go to, shopping or something like that, you don't have to drive 30 minutes away to get to that. So don't let people mislead you. I have 3 shopping areas that I could go to, right? Like that's 10 minutes away. Matter of fact, let me be factual with you. Right here on the right-hand side, I know y'all can't see it, but this Walmart right here, that's Whitehall. So I got the Whitehall area right here, right? And then right up the street, I got you get off at the Fort Bill exit. I think it's exit number, I don't know. I forgot what exit it is. But up the street, I got Breadwick shopping area. That's 6 minutes away from my house. And then I got Rivergate, that's about 4 minutes away from my house, a shopping area. And Whitehall is about 8 minutes. So I don't have to travel 30 minutes to go grocery shopping or shopping at all. And we have the premium outlet over here too. I'm trying to understand what you're really saying. Like, what's really good? I'm glad I did this video, because I definitely had to make sure that I've represented to the fullest as far as dealing with Charlotte and what they have to offer. And this is just my side of town. This is not Huntersville. This is not Waverly. This is not Ballantyne. This is not City Park area. This is not South Park. I mean, the list goes on. That's Top Golf right there. This is in my backyard. And y'all telling me it's nothing to do. I'm trying to understand. Just be factual and say you broke and you don't have no money and you can't do things. Just say that. It's easier to say that than to be on some, it ain't nothing to do in Charlotte. And this is just my side of town. I just showed y'all three things to do in Charlotte. In my side of town. And I haven't even taken you to different areas. Just on my side of town. where you can go to Lake Riley, you could go to Carowinds, and you can go to Top Golf right up here. So kill it, man. And we have the premium outlet right up the street. Kill it. Hey, listen, man. I'm here for the people that are entrepreneurs, that are hustlers, and I don't mean hustlers as far as selling drugs. I'm talking about hustlers that meaning go-getters out there. I'm here for the people that want a better life. I'm here for the people that don't live in crime-infested areas and don't want to live in crime-infested areas. I'm here for the people that just want to be the best you that you can be. That's who I'm here for. Other than that, the haters, you know what you can do. My name is Langston 2092, man. I want you to like, comment, subscribe. Definitely share this video. Peace. Alright. I just want to show y'all. Seriously, I'm not lying. I'm really petty. I'm not going to even lie to you. I'm petty. I'm not even lying. I'm really, really petty. Like that. Seriously. You're going to tell me there's nothing to do. You're going to tell me there's nothing to do, right? We're still in Still Creek, yo. You're telling me there's nothing to do in Charlotte. I'm petty like that. I'm not even lying. I got back on the video just to show you all this. Yeah, I'm petty like that. You're telling me there's nothing to do. The reason why you don't come out here is because you probably don't, one, you don't probably know about this area. And two, you probably don't have any money to live out here or shop. This is minutes away from my house. I can actually ride a bike here. Premium outlet right here. You're telling me there's nothing to do. Don't get upset. I used to live in New York. And I'm telling you, I understand why some of you all are upset. I would be upset if I had to live in New York. And I couldn't live in a beautiful city like this. That's brand new. This premium outlet has to be no older than 3 years old. And black people are out here. Still Creek, this black people out here. Still Creek, the Still Creek area, University area, areas like that is very diverse. We're dealing with the COVID-19 and there's people out here shopping. You gonna tell me there ain't nothing to do. No, you don't have any money. That's what it is. That plain and simple. I'm telling you, this is my side of town. I have not gone to the other side of town. Other areas like the Noda area, Ballantyne, Huntersville, South Park. I'm just giving you my side of town. But see, if you lived in these apartment buildings right here, you would be saying the same thing I'm saying. There's no crime. You'll be saying the same thing I'm saying. What do you mean? I mean, you can make money out here. Oh yes, I'm petty. I'm petty like that. Y'all are not gonna bash the city that I live in. Just like how y'all represent your hood and the places that you live at, I'm gonna represent mine. Straight up. If you were living in, what's this called, Solace Apartments, wow, that pool is nice. If you were living in Solace Apartments, I know y'all probably didn't see that, you wouldn't be complaining about there's crime infested everywhere. You wouldn't be saying that. Really, I'm not petty. I'm just really intelligent. And I like putting people in their place. I like to show people how they are liars. Period. Over here, you can wear flip-flops. You can be who you want to be. You can wear blue, the color red, because there's no gangs out here. The only gangs out here are ducks and birds. Those are the gangs. They're out every morning eating grass and worms. If you were living in this apartment complex, what is this called? Briarwood Point. That is... This has to be about 2 years, you're about 2.5 years old. You wouldn't be complaining about the crime. You wouldn't, because there's no crime out here. And as you can see, for all these people that are talking about, you got to drive 30 minutes to get to such. You see, we just passed apartments. Now this is walking distance, right? For all you people that claim that, oh, the grocery stores are so far and everything is so far. Look at the Harris Teeter. Look at the UPS store. They got Jersey Mike's here, clean juice, great clips. What are you talking about? This is the reason why. That's the reason why I do these videos, because I gotta make a fool out of you all. Straight up, I gotta make a fool out of you all. Because you sound foolish. That's my word. You sound like an idiot. Let me make this right over here. and show you these houses that's behind this shopping area and premium outlet. That the houses that you live in over here in the back, that guess what? It's walking distance to premium outlet mall and this grocery store, Harris Teeter, and all of these shopping areas. The shopping areas over here. It's more than that. You know what I'm saying? That's in this area. Look. What are you talking about? You can actually, in this area, you can actually walk to the grocery store. But I understand that you are lazy. And we're talking about lazy people here. Lazy people that don't want to do shit with their life. These are the ones that's making all of these false accusations about Charlotte. Get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. I'm just going to go right here, but there's houses all back here. I'm just going to make this left right here, though. These are more like townhomes somewhat. But I'm just trying to understand. Make me understand. Make me out to be a liar. Because I presented to you all facts. I'm showing and proving. While these people are talking and they ain't saying nothing, I'm showing and proving to you all. I'm showing and proving to you all. Look at the lady right here. I should ask her, is there any crime here? But then I had to take the camera. I had to take the camera off the mount, and I don't want to waste her time with you all. I just don't. But I would love to ask one of these people, are there any crime in this area? You know, how much money do you make? And that's something personal to ask. So I wouldn't ask. And it's not just white people that live in this area. This is a diverse area. It's black and white. So get out of here with that, man. I prove it myself. Y'all can kiss my ass. I proven to you all that everything that people say about Charlotte is bullshit. That's just what it is. There's crime in every city, just like anywhere we have crime. But I'm telling you, that's not my reality. There's poor people or people that just are general laborers that don't make money. Yeah, we have that in Charlotte, but that's not my reality. That's not my reality. It may be yours. And guess what? You're going to have to change that. And it's nobody else's fault but you. That's it. It's your fault. It's your fault that it ain't nothing to do. It ain't no money in Charlotte. Other than that, yo, I got a smile on my face. It's a beautiful day. It's 70 degrees outside. I'm wearing flip-flops. Oh, man, life is, whew, it's amazing.